trust that the deception perception is ending. Good day to you, dear awakened ones, you who are the saviors of the world, you who find it so challenging to be on planet Earth in this great apocalyptic time of October 2021. You are so alone, so lonely, so unique in your understanding and thought system. You who came to Earth to lift the vibration of the planet from its deep entrainment into darkness and negativity, you are now in this world, but no longer of this world. Your human brethren see so little of the truth of their existence in the hologram that is the perceived earthly reality. They perceive only what they are told by the powers that control the planet Earth story. Their understanding is narrow and controlled by fear, for fear has been the means by which mankind has been maneuvered into the belief system that he holds to be true. And each of the belief systems of the billions of people on Earth is individual to that human being, for each has been programmed by the unique circumstances into which he has been born. And so each person sees the world differently. And yet humanity has a need for approval for others to think as they do. For we are all aspects of God who long for communion and camaraderie. And in this planet Earth schoolroom, our curriculum is to suffer in loneliness, terror, and trauma from the separation and division inflicted upon us in this earthly realm. Human souls came to the earthly hologram to experience just this aloneness, this desperate feeling of not being whole, not being good enough. For the nature of this low-frequency plane is that our egos tell us that however skewed our thinking may be, that biased understanding is in fact correct. And so each person sees the world in a unique and narrow way. Brother is set against brother, mother against daughter, son against father. Family values, education, religion, politics, colour, national pride, and medical belief systems separate each from the other. It is challenging indeed to be a human being. Only the very bravest souls come to Earth to refine their nature, to develop the depths of their soul's understanding of the great source, the great electromagnetic power of love that runs the spiritual and material realm, by experiencing the opposite of that love. And you, our dear ones, the saviors of the world, are the bravest of the brave. For this earthly schoolroom had reached such a low and fearsome level of vibration that without your help it could no longer survive. Mankind were about to become automatons and end the world in holocaust. You volunteered to come to help lift the world out of the mire of deep and dark programming into which it had fallen. The devil had corrupted the thinking of mankind to the degree that the free choice that God had mandated for his children was no longer available. When you are an automaton, programmed as a computer into thinking what you were taught to think, you can no longer choose, for fear is now your regulator. Fear controls your choice. You live in the terror and trauma that has been imposed upon you. In this era of technical advancement, mankind is easily maneuvered and manipulated, for he listens to the voices that invade his world through the television and internet that are his everyday companions. This media bombardment has taken the place of the personal communion and camaraderie with his brethren that each individual human so longs for. The heavy, fearsome words he hears 24/7 from the media that is his constant companion has become his Bible and is taken on unquestionably as his belief. And dear awakened ones, This is the environment that now surrounds you. For indeed, your higher vibration, the love that courses through your heart and mind, kept you always as an empath who would not say a cruel word to the narcissists that have surrounded you. Your human brethren, deeply entrenched in their negative programming, are narcissists, for their ego tells them that what they are taught to think is their truth, and they deride and denigrate anyone who thinks differently, anyone who is kind and loving. They have an inflated sense of self and of their own knowledge and importance. Indeed, the meek, the kind, the loving, that is you, our dear Lightworkers, shall inherit the earth. Yet at this time you are in great distress, for you can no longer relate to those around you. And there appear to be so very few of you, our dear empathic ones. And as the days pass, your brethren, those who you came here to save, fall more and more deeply into their delusional thinking. And you are becoming disheartened. You are seeing yourselves threatened from all sides. You see the big picture. You see how your brethren are living in the illusion that has been imposed upon them. You see how they believe all that they are told, and you despair. You find it hard to continue to trust. You watch the alternative media intently, and even they, who have touted the ascension reality, who have broadcast the Great Awakening and revealed the big picture of the corruption of the world, even they are faltering into negativity. Your brethren want to blame you for your stand against the imposed restrictions that are now an inherent part of everyday life. Your government wants to control you. You feel so alone and very lonely. Life has become a real challenge for you. Indeed, you knew when you came to Earth it was a difficult assignment, yet you truly did not know how difficult it would be. Yes, dear ones, you are in the depths of the apocalypse. You are reaching the lowest point on the precession of the equinox. The precession of the equinox, that is the great 25,000-year cycle that the Earth and humanity pass through as they revolve from love to fear to love. That is how the hologram planet Earth works. That is how fear tempers the souls of mankind into greater understanding, into greater love. That is how source energy, God, the electromagnetic love that powers the universe, grows the soul aspects of itself, that is humanity, into being God's like unto itself. Dear ones, dear high-vibrating souls, be of good cheer. Truly, under the loneliness, under the hurt that you are now feeling, you know that you are ascending. You feel the holy goosebumps. You feel the love that is burgeoning higher and higher within you every day. Your vibration, the love quotient within you, is growing deeply as love and light are poured into the earthly realm, and as you integrate the light into your being. As we have often said, the corruption, the false understanding, the deceived thinking, both individually and as a collective, must be revealed before it can be removed. You cannot change what you do not see needs changing. And though it seems hopeless that mankind is so delusional and trapped in his imposed thought system, this too is a necessary facet of the ascension program. The system, the programming, is reaching its lowest point. There are no accidents. You know you are on a divine journey. You know you and your brethren are divine. Remember, nothing wrong ever happened. You are divine souls undergoing human entrainment to learn greater love. You are in schoolroom planet Earth. You volunteered to take on this mission. Much of your life you too were asleep. Much of your life was spent as a suffering empath among your narcissistic brethren. You coded yourself to awaken before you came to Earth, when you made your life's plan. You have awakened, and now, dear ones, keep your faith. Trust the divine plan for your ascension. For indeed, the darkest days come before the dawn, and you are reaching the darkest days. Keep the faith, dear ones. Keep the faith. Trust. Know that all is well. Be of good cheer. Smile. Commune with those few who are awake, for now you are coming together. Know that all is well. All is divinely planned. How can it not be so? For you are all holy aspects of the divine. You are as drops of water in the ocean of God consciousness. All is holy. You are holy. Planet Earth is a holy schoolroom, for there is nothing outside God, nothing material or spiritual outside the love vibration. This planet Earth experience is a great perception deception, a great illusional delusion. Humanity is in the process of returning to love. Yes, be of good cheer. Love, 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 dear ones. Concentrate on love. You know who you are, the divine, in manifestation, in a body, in a communication vehicle. You know what you are. You are a creator, and you create as the great creator creates through thought, word, and manifestation. You know how you serve by the amount of light and love you radiate into the world. And the light and love that emanates from you is saving the world. Challenging times indeed, dear friends, but indeed so worthwhile. Champagne corks are popping in heaven as your return is being celebrated. Indeed, be of good cheer, for the best is yet to come. Indeed, the best is yet to come, as the perception deception that is the planet Earth schoolroom experience implodes and comes to an end. That was Aita, channeling her higher self. We are blessed beings, indeed.